So everybody's searching for like the magic pill, right? How do we get more success, more prospecting, more results on every single interaction that you have? Last episode we talked about, this need to experiment in your prospecting approach, right? So, I encourage people to make some phone calls and to change it up and experiment, try new things. And interestingly enough, there's no magic pill. You cannot come up with some secret successful way that's going to disproportionately deliver success over anything else. It's a combination of everything. And those people that commented and said, oh well, I much prefer face to face, or I much prefer this, or the bottom line is you have to do it all. You can't choose just one. But regardless of what methodology, modality you take in terms of prospecting, I'll tell you that conviction, pure belief in your value proposition is probably the most important quality or characteristic about your delivery if you want to have success, right? I mean, nobody buys from that guy who calls and says, hi, this is John calling today from Citibank. I want to talk to you about this really exciting opportunity. Nobody's going to talk to that guy because he's boring and he's miserable and he's monotone. And your energy and your enthusiasm is going to come from a place of your pure belief in what your value proposition is. And if you think about the disproportionate number of people that you respond to favorably, really it comes down to their conviction. The guy who is going over the specialties at a restaurant, you go in there with the intention to buy a certain meal, right? You fixed on it in your mind, you've looked at the menu, boom, I'm having that, and then all of a sudden he goes, let me tell you about our specials. Oh my gosh, this was the most incredible hamburger that you've ever had in your entire life, right? You've got to have the burger here. This, I promise you, it's the best burger in Los Angeles. If someone says that, even if you were going for the salad, you're going to get the burger. And I think that this idea of really believing what your value proposition is, right? If you really truly believe what your value proposition is for that business and that they can't live without it, right? When that waiter says you can't live without having this burger, you cannot leave here without trying this, that's going to give them pause, right? That's going to cause them to move from a place of disruption and aggravation to a place of, maybe I should consider that, right? And so when you think about the arc of a story, that what we do in sales is we're telling a story. Once upon a time, you're this guy. If you do this, you get to live happily ever after. When you do that, that's the difference. Conviction and a sense of purpose. I think a lot of businesses and a lot of people, a lot of salespeople fail to really believe that their prospect, right? If they don't make a decision to embrace the offer that's being presented, that they're going to be fine, that things will be fine. Nothing will change, no skin off their back. If they decide not to do it, they don't do it. If somebody is a diabetic, right, and the doctor is giving a sales presentation about lifestyle change, and if they don't do it, they're going to die, right? They're gonna have conviction and purpose, and that prospect is going to change their attitude and change their belief system. And I'm not saying that everybody's a diabetic, but you've got to figure out how your value proposition is going to dramatically improve or impact the business that's in front of you. And if you don't do that, man, you're going to miss, right? And so if it's about experience, right? If you run a cafe, we're here at Cafe Lux, right? And this sells a lifestyle. It's an environment, right? We're at Brentwood Country Mart, right? Everything about this place, from the quality of the coffee to the environment that they've set up, says you can go to Starbucks, you can go to Coffee Bean, but you know what? If you want luxe, if you want something a little bit more, if you want to drink out of a ceramic cup, this is the spot to come and do it. This is why they're getting my money. And you got to figure out why people should give you their money. So the real magic pill, right? And right after I said there's no magic pills, the real magic pill is when you believe so strongly in your value proposition, when your conviction is so strong that you believe that the disruption, that the interruption that you cause one of your potential prospects to face, right? In spite of their anger, in spite of their frustration, in spite of all their defense mechanisms, to thwart your progress, when you believe that their value proposition is so strong that it negates all that stuff, that it neutralizes that, and you can put them in that arc of the story and they get to live happily ever after, then that's where your success is going to live. That's the magic pill. When you do that, when your conviction is there, that's when things are going to change for you. And that's when all that activity, when all that effort and all those things we talked about last week, that's where those two things marry, and that's where your success is going to live.